Hi everyone, it is Susie and I hope everybody is doing well. I am finally back. I've been really busy making journals and I am doing a collaboration with another person here on YouTube, and so I tried to get that finished, and I have everything ready for that. I did a project from the Somerset studio. The new this last issue that just came out, I did something that was way out of my box. I can't wait to share it with you. But anyway, I'm just kind of waiting on word from her to see when we're going to upload this. And we're actually going to do a little swap as well. So that's going to be fun. I had to do my tutorial in a two-part, so there will be a two-part tutorial coming here before long on a project from the Somerset studio. And then I have three little journals here that I just finished up. This is using the Autumn Vibes collection from After Midnight Design. I'm going to put that link in the description box. Be sure and go over and check out her digitals. They're really fun. But anyway, I made three different projects with it. I didn't even use half of the kit, so it's a really large kit, and the colors are so beautiful in this. I really enjoyed working with the paper. So like I said, go over and check it out. Check out some of her digits. The fall one is just gorgeous, and I have a grungy one. And then I have some that were just printed on my Hammerhill premium color paper. So there's no grungy there to it. So anyway, I wanted to share also these fun sunflowers. Now Sharon has made these. Now I have these in the shop, but I have two different kinds of sunflowers. I have these that have the little lighter color on the ends of the petals, and I have called those sunburst sunflowers. And then the other sunflowers are going to be just all the color. There won't be the little lighter variation of color there on the ends of the petals. So these worked really well with this. They're so cute. So I want to get in and show you these journals. Here is, and also I have a couple more journals in the making, fall related. So anyway, I've just been really busy trying to get some things made. Work has been really busy, so time has just not been available lately to really spend much time getting the videos out. So this here, this is just a junk journal. And I had purchased a junk journal from Red Lead, and it was so cute that I decided to mimic it and just do my own junk journal, kind of mimicked after the one that I had received. So it was a lot of fun, very easy to do. I have used magazines, and of course I used the Autumn Vibes paper. This is how beautiful it prints out on just the premium color paper. It's just a gorgeous kit. So I've got two pockets here that just go around the junk journal. I've added a garment tag, and of course those garment tags are in the shop. And then here is just a journaling paper. I just printed double-sided. I love this leaf in that yellow from that collection. Just gorgeous. Anyway, that's just a journaling paper. It goes there. And then I've got a little October word card there. And then in the front, I used an alterations tag in the front flap there. And then in the bottom pocket, I've used a September word card and then a couple of just manila tags. So anyway, that goes in the front. And actually the base of the journal is an artist paper out of the Somerset studio in a green. I used one of those. So you open it up, and it's like I said, it's just a junk journal, so it's not really going to have a lot of the normal things that I put in a journal. Here is a pocket. This, of course, is from the kit. All the papers are from the kit. The only thing that is not from the kit will be my little phrases like this was. Now that's Mrs. Coggs. My little words and phrases there. And some Tim Holtz ephemera. But all the printouts are the Autumn's Vibe collection. And then here are some little tickets. These are just... I made them a little smaller than what they printed out. I think I printed two to a page, so it kind of reduces the size. So those little tickets are just going to hang in this little band here. And of course a lot of stitching. I did use brown thread on this stitching. Here is just a little, I wanted that to be just a little journaling paper. And it goes up in some of this, this is like a parchment paper here. And then some Tim Holtz ephemera. This is just an old envelope I got in the mail, piece of mail. And then here is just a little coffee stained paper, sets in the pocket there. This is just some ephemera I purchased somewhere off Etsy. I don't really remember. That's not a Tim Holtz. Here is some shorthand. This was from a workbook that I picked up. Vintage workbook. This is some Daphne's diary paper. I believe this, I'm not sure where this came out of. This came out of the Daphne's diary. That's just a magazine page. Here is another little piece of that ephemera from the kit. Like I said, this is Daphne's diary here, this yellow, and some Tim Holtz tissue. And I just made a little flap there, of course, stitched all the way around it. Used a little masking tape through here. I love these leaves. Those are so pretty. And then dictionary page. This is just from a botanical book I have. This is just a little collage I've made. Did some stitching. And it's just on a piece of coffee stained paper there. Tea stained. And then another piece of the collection. This was out of an old senior yearbook. I don't remember. It was 50s or 60s. Maybe even earlier than that. I did tie a little extra knot there in that middle to keep that together. Love that paper. Some more of the autograph. And then this is some of that aged ephemera that I purchased some time back. I wouldn't even know where I got it now. And part of that envelope there that just came in the junk mail. More little collage there. There's the other half of the dictionary page. And here is just, this was like a big tab. I just kind of did a messy page there. Oops, I got the sun coming in, I see. And used the word cider there. Here I've just added a little pocket with that parchment paper or wax paper. I'm not sure what it is. And then this is just an envelope. I don't have anything in this, but I thought it would be fun to put photographs in or receipts. So there's part of the bag there. Here is the other part of the bag. Just use another one of those garment tags there. And it has a little pocket behind it with another piece of that shorthand paper or worksheet. And then here is the other half of that music sheet, another manila tag. And so that is my little junk journal. I absolutely had so much fun making that. If I find the time, have the time before the end of the year, I'm going to try to do a tutorial on these. They are so much fun and they're so easy to do. All right, so this is my, this is just a one signature here. My other one is really a chunky monkey, but this is just a one signature. I've used some of this ticking here. It's just a black ticking. I did Mod Podge the covers. on this and the Grungy journal because I didn't want anything to cause anything to smear. I love these sunflowers. They're just adorable. It just like makes that cover pop, I think. And I used some vintage buttons there. These are little padded. Um, I don't know. I just wanted to look kind of like a strap or something there. Vintage crocheted trim up the spine. This is like a library card, a huge library card. I don't know. It's just huge. As a matter of fact, I had cut some of it down. Here is the back. And then on the inside, I've used some of these I love these coin holders. They come like this, of course, and these are in the shop. I do have these. But this is the 1.5 inch hole, and the other ones I have are just 1 inch. They're 2 inches, they're 2x2s, but they're meant to be bent, of course. But I just cut that in half and just used one, kind of did a little stamping on it. Those are super fun. I had a piece of this vintage graph paper still, and so I did use it. I thought the green went so pretty with the green here in the paper. Look how vibrant those colors are. I love how this printed out. I loved how it printed out on my, now this is some, I used my Hammer Hill premium color paper on this one to print it out. But on this one, I actually used some vintage onion skin paper. But it's a medium weight or a heavy weight. It's not heavy, but it's not got the cockle finish, and it's not the 9 pound. I think this, well, I can't remember the weight. But it's just a vintage typewriter paper. Just not with the cockle finish, and not the lightweight 9 pound like I have in the shop. So that's what I printed this out on, and I love how it came out. Absolutely love the colors, how it printed. So here is a pocket, and then what I did was I added, like, this is just on the premium color paper here. It's not sturdy, but it's not real flimsy. Just like a little photo there. I added a booklet, which I did stamp a leaf on. And then love the green pumpkin. Love it, love it, love these pages. Okay, so on this page, what I did was I just took and I have just made a little journaling paper is what I've done, and used some of these old vintage photos. And these are just Pinterest images is what they are. Just some old photos. And then here is some of that beautiful print out there. And I used some little graph paper there. Here is one of the envelopes from the kit. And then all I did was take one of the words and quotes there from Mrs. Coggs, and I put it on the front. Here I've just made a little booklet, and then I stamped a little leaf on one of the pages there. And then I actually had some of this really pretty a seam binding gifted to me in a swap a couple of years ago, and I had never used it yet, and so I thought this color was just perfect for this particular journal. So I dug it out and I did use it. Here's another little leaf, and then there is the inside. This is just a fold over. I really didn't do too much, in the way of making it a little booklet or something. So I'll show you this paper before I actually put that on. Isn't that beautiful? Little acorns and some mushrooms there. And let's see. Okay. And I cut out some of the words there. And all I did was just print, what I did was I just printed all my images out that I wanted here, and then I just flipped them over and run them through the printer on the various papers there. So, okay, here's like a little country seed store. Here's another one of the leaves I have stamped on there. That one is fall, just using some of those little word cards. So pretty. There's some more little mushrooms, and here is another little journaling space there. I put chili on it. It is starting to get a little chilly of a morning here in the Ozarks, so I think we've been down in the 50s the last couple of mornings. So we know fall is very, very close. Here is another little leaf stamp there. There's just some mushrooms and things on that printable. Here is another one of my little coin holders, and like I said, I've just cut it in half. I just made two different ones out of one coin holder. I did fussy cut the little pumpkins there to oops, I got a little bit of a glare. And then here is another little envelope. Delicious autumn. This one I've put pumpkins on. And I think I stamped a leaf in this one too. Yep. This little journaling paper. This is some of that coffee dyed seam binding there I've added. I did that some time back. I think I've about used it all, so I'm going to have to get in and get some more stained. Here's another little fold out. And that's that green paper with the leaves on it. Okay. Lots and lots of places for journaling. And then here is another pocket. And I've added another little photo there, and this is September. There's my little stamped leaf. And then here is a little booklet on the back, and I use a little mask. I think I used masking tape in a couple places back there as well. And then there is just another little booklet for journaling. And I did just use a little masking tape on the binding. And here's another little coin holder there. And so that is that journal. And like I said, I've just used some gray. These are little, they're really a dark gray button. And I love that sunflower. Absolutely love the sunflowers. So there is that one. That is just the Autumn's Vibe journal. Autumn Vibes. And now here is my grunge one. Now this one is a chunky monkey. It's got lots and lots of pages. I didn't count them, but there is lots and lots of pages. So once again, I used one of the smaller sunflowers, and I just love those tips being a little lighter, just almost like a little variation there. Just love that. I used some of the darker buttons on this one, and a little Pinterest image there. And then here I've added a little journal, and it also is Mod Podged. I just bought that little journal stamp from Red Lead, so I've been trying to use it. So this one here is more on the grunge side, and I've got two pockets in the front. This here I've just added a little bit of the of paper there. These I have printed out on my tea-dyed paper. So that's what they are printed on. And I've just put them in the top pocket. Here I've just added a couple little tags. Now these have actually been sprayed with the mica powder. I don't know if you remember the video of the mica powder from Arteza, but these have been sprayed with a little bit of that yellow gold, and it's really, really pretty. It really sets well in this journal. And then here I've just done a little collage. Love the little kids and the pumpkins. They're so cute. This I printed out on some old computer paper. This was gifted to me some time back. And I just love it. Just love it. I've been kind of hoarding it and using it sparingly, but I absolutely love it. And then here I've just got a piece of vintage lace. They're a little mustard colored kind of. And this is just a little journaling booklet that I've set in there. And I printed on the music paper is what I have done. I've just printed the image, so love that. Love how that came out. And then there's some little round pieces in the kit, and so I did just use a hole punch to punch them out, and I used them as tabs. I kind of backed them to make them a little thicker, and so I have used them as tabs. Here's a piece of lined paper from the collection. Here is one of the envelopes, and like I said, I didn't even use probably half of what that kit had, so I just put a little vintage lace there. I made a little, I think this is just like a little trifold journaling paper there. I love the big envelopes, and I've stitched around them to just give them a little more cuteness there. So I think I want to do that a little different there. Here are some like blackberries. And then here is another one of the pockets. Here I've just made a tag to set in the pocket. This is like a little policy envelope is what it is. And in each one of these, I have several in the journal, and in each one of these I just took and did a decorative stitch and stamped a little leaf in it, just so you could have some journaling, extra journaling paper. And then it just slides in. And I've put a little piece of this vintage, this is just really some vintage crocheted trim, or I'm not sure if it's crocheted, lacy trim, but really, really pretty. But it is vintage. It is vintage. Here's some memorandum paper. I have that in the shop. Isn't that beautiful? That's like a little collage, a little place. It looks for a photo, but you could easily just do a little journaling there, I thought. Here is the middle of the first signature, and there are some little buttons, vintage buttons. Here I've just added a couple of little pieces. There's that to journal on the back, and here's a little tag. I love these tags here. You can kind of cut them out tall. They're really cute. Just kind of wrap that on the page and then slip that behind there. There's the other part of that paper. And that collection prints really nice on this tea-stained paper too. I love how vibrant it is. And then here is another little tab there. Here's just a little photo. And also on these I used Patty's stains. So I did put those on the pictures. I had just printed them off on that white premium paper, and then I used the Patty stains to give them a little aged look. Here's an Admit One ticket. That is so cute. And then here's more of the lined paper, some of my little crinkly paper. I'm still loving the crinkly paper. I don't know, I've just really had a good time with that. Thank you, Sagita, for sharing that, because I have definitely run with it. This is the Colors of Fall. That's what I've added there. And of course I did put a piece of the journaling paper in the policy envelope. There's another piece of that vintage computer paper. Okay, and what I had planned on, this is the center signature. There's 3 signatures in this. The middle one I just pretty much thought would be used for journaling. I didn't put a lot in it or on it. Just kind of mainly wanted to use that for particularly journaling. And so I've done a little collage here on the front of it, of the signature there. Added one of the little tabs, and those almost look like walnuts there on that little tab. And here I've just added a piece of journaling paper with a tag. It's one of the little pieces from the collection. And that just slips under the paper clip. In the middle of the signature has, of course, the little vintage buttons. Another little tab. And so there is your middle signature. And I did put the cheesecloth in between each of the signatures. And then here's some vintage lace. I just picked this lace up not too long ago. I did put a little stain on it. And then I've added some of the vintage tickets there from the collection. Delicious Autumn is just from Mrs. Coggs. I actually cut that out of the quote. I printed it big and then cut it out. There's a woman and her either grandson or son, and they're peeling some apples, it looks like. And so there is that. There's that computer paper. Love it. Here is another one of the policy envelopes, and it does have the journaling paper in there, and it's been stamped. Here I've got a piece of, I think that was a little tear in that paper, and I put a little piece of the age tape on there. Another tab. There is some music paper, again I printed on it. And this one part, I've printed some of the leaves on it. There's that memorandum paper. Another tag. And then another little policy envelope with some journaling paper in it. Here's another little envelope. And I've added a little fun vintage image there. And this one has the little October on it. And it just is just some little journaling. And I stamped some leaves in it. And I love the back of the envelope. It has some mushrooms on it. Little decorative piece there for the back. And then this is just some envelopes, windowed envelopes. And all I did was just take it, split it open, and make a pocket out of it. And then here is just some journaling paper. Had a little vintage lace there. And I even lined the inside of the envelope so it wasn't just white. It's got some tea-stained graph paper in there. And then here I've just draped some journaling paper there. There's the, oh, I just put a little piece of paper in it. And then here is another piece of that. Love, love, love that. And there's that leaf paper. Another tab. And then here I've added another little vintage image with some word quotes there, some quote. And then here I have vintage and another tag and another one of the little policy envelope. And it as well has the journaling paper in it. It's my music sheet, and there's my other half there printed on it. There's another admit one. And here is another vintage computer paper. And then here is the back. I've added another quote. And then here is another little booklet. So that is it. That is my Grungy Autumn Vibes journal. This one I really had a good time with. I really enjoyed that, but it is a chunk. And so anyway, guys, that is my 3 journals. And like I said, I have at least 2 more that I'm working on right now that are the fall. And I just picked up the pumpkin spice from Prima. I found it this weekend and I picked it up. So I know I'll be making a fall journal out of that. Some type of project with it. And then I'm moving on to some Halloween, and then, yay, we'll be moving into Christmas. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for just always giving me such nice comments. I so appreciate that. You can't imagine how much I appreciate that. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.